Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be talking about my favorite Morphe brushes. All these brushes are all from Morphe, obviously, and they are all very affordable, and they range from, I want to say, $7 and all the way up to like 20, no more than 20 dollars for a brush on Morphe.com, morphebrushes.com. So I really like these brushes because they're soft and they're very efficient at what they do. And yeah, I really like these brushes a lot. They're all from all of them are from a handful of the collections. So like the Gunmetal collection or the Elite collection or the Flawless collection. So yeah, all of the brushes will be linked in the description box below. So you guys can find them if you're interested in Morphe brushes. I went to the store, actually. They have a standalone store in Burbank, California in December, and it's amazing. It's amazing. They have a whole wall-to-wall brushes, and then they also have makeup palettes, and they sell Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks and all that. It's a very small store. It's amazing. I loved being there and seeing the wall of brushes. Basically, I think they call it, we'll get right into it. So the first brush I'm going to talk about is E53 brush from Morphe. Obviously, all these brushes I'm going to be talking about are Morphe. And this is a tapered brush, face brush. So as you can see, it kind of pinches at the barrel, and then it goes up like a tulip brush. And I basically use it for like powder, or if I have like Coty Airspun powder on my face, like loose translucent powder, I'll just use it to sweep off the face. This brush could be used for a variety of things like bronzing, highlighting, even under eye setting, like setting your under eye concealer with it. Yeah, I really like this brush a lot. And this is from the Elite collection. The next brush is one of my favorite brushes for foundation. This is the Morphe E6 brush. And I really like this brush because it's super dense, but it's not, well, I shouldn't say, it's not, I like this brush because it's not super dense. It's not like dense. It's the right amount of dense is what I'm trying to say. It's not as dense as the Sigma brush, this brush right here. You know, this one fans out a little bit more than this one does, as you can see. The only thing that I have a problem with is that it sheds a lot. Like, as you can see, there's some hairs that are coming, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, coming out of the brush because it sheds a lot. And I've noticed that, like, with a lot of the Morphe brushes, is that if you like use water to wash them with, wash your brushes, especially with the Elite collection, the brushes tend to shed. I would use like cleanser with it, so it doesn't shed. That's all the cons that I have with it. It's a great brush for packing on foundation, and it doesn't absorb a lot of the product. It distributes it pretty evenly. So sorry it's dirty. Most of these brushes I'm going to be talking about today are dirty because I use them today for makeup application, because I use them on a daily basis. This is a great brush for the next face brush I'm going to talk about is the G8 brush from Morphe. This is a part of the Gunmetal collection, and I like this brush for blush. It distributes the right amount of product on your face. And it's also good, I found, for setting your face with powder. It's really good. It's really dense, but it's not like too dense. You can push it like that way, and it like has a full form back. And it's really, this one's also, it's sort of tapered, but not as tapered as the E53 brush that I was talking about before. I just really love this brush. I love the Gunmetal collection from Morphe as well. The next brush I'm going to talk about is a newer brush. This is the E55 brush. This is a part of the Elite collection. And this is just a dense, like a short, dense, flat contour. You can just use it to hollow out your contour with, or use it for nose contouring, like down the bridge of the nose. I'll use it for that sometimes, or even I'll use it for concealer, just to like sharpen like my wing or whatever. But yeah, I feel like it's better for contour. But yeah, it's kind of like a sister to the M458. Oh, sorry, a little bit shorter than the M458. So yeah, really like this brush. The next brush I'm going to talk about is the G7, and I really like this brush for powder because it's really fluffy. It's just your basic dome powder brush, nothing amazing, but like I like that it's kind of like has like that dome shape, you know, it comes up at the sides here, and then it fluffs out at the top. That's what I really like about it. It distributes product beautifully, and it doesn't absorb a lot of it. So yeah, I just really like this for like setting the entire face. The next brush, this is a new brush for me anyway. This is the G2 brush, and this brush is good for like blending out your concealer underneath your eye. And I really like it because it's it's like a beauty blender on a stick. That's how Patrick Starr describes it as. It's like basically it's really dense, like a beauty blender, and then but it like fluffs out at the top here, and it's really it's not pinched at the barrel, but it's it's a great size for blending out your concealer and everything. It does a beautiful job of that. So yeah, great brush. The next brush I'm going to talk about is from the Flawless collection, and this is the N527. This brush is good for bronzing all over the face. I really like it for that, and I like that it's pinched at the barrel, and it also, tapers out at the top, as you can see. And it's just a large dome brush, and I really like it. Some people say it's a dupe for a MAC brush, like the MAC 143 or something like that, but I think Nikki Tutorial said it wasn't for that. So, but yeah, it looks it's similar, very similar to a MAC brush, that MAC bronzing brush. But yeah, I really like it for bronzing all over the face. Distributes product really evenly. So yeah, the next brush I'm going to talk about is the E3, and I use this for bronzing. I really like it because it's super fluffy, and it's tapered like a tulip brush, as you can see, and it distributes product really evenly, and it does a great job of blending out product as well. So if you have like a harsh line on your face from like contouring, you can just blend it out. Like one thing I would say is that the fluffier the brush, the better it will be for blending out, and the denser the brush, the better it will be for like packing on product. And so yeah, that's one tip that I would follow for a specific purpose. Distributes product and blends out product really evenly. So this brush, this is the E4. This is a really cool brush because it tapers, as you can see, outward like a slant, and this is part of the Elite collection. And this brush is amazing because you just what I do is I sweep the color of my cheeks, and it does a really great job of distributing the product and really hugging the side of the cheeks and everything. And some people have said it's also not only good for blush. It's good for bronzer. It's good good for bronzer or contouring. Just really getting into like this part of the face and the forehead and this part like on the neck area or the jawline. So yeah, it's really great. And also for the cheeks, like I said before, just sweeping product back, blush back on the face. So I really like that for blush and also for bronzer sometimes too. So yeah, the next brush I'm going to talk about is the M310 brush, and this brush is a fan brush, and it's great for highlighting. So you can highlight your cheekbones, down the bridge of the nose. It distributes product amazingly. You need this brush. If you get any brush, if you get any brush out of this video, if you want to buy any brush out of this video, I highly recommend this one because it does a great job of distributing product and really highlighting the face and giving the glow, basically. And you could use this for contouring as well, like contouring the nose, not necessarily for the side of the face. So yeah, I really like this brush. It's great. I love it. This brush is the E48 brush. And this is also part of the Elite collection. And this brush is one of my favorite brushes for setting, like using powder for underneath the eye, because it just fits right in there. And this is like a tulip shade brush. I love tulip brushes. As you can see, it pinches here and then it flares out at the top. And I really like it for setting under the eye because it's dense, and so it'll set down product really easily. So yeah, I like to use like the NYX contour, or the NYX banana shade in their contour palette, or the finishing powder, or something like that. Okay, the next brush I'm going to talk about is for contouring. This is the M530 brush. You guys have probably heard of this from Nikki Tutorials and Jaclyn Hill and all those people. This brush is amazing for contouring because it gets into the hollows of the cheeks, and you can really put down powder and really make that sharp line that you want, and it distributes product amazingly. I love this brush. I cannot live without this brush because it's just a part of my contouring routine. Every day I need it because otherwise my contour won't be as sharp as it normally is, you know? So it's great for like also blending out as well. So it's not like too fluffy or too, you know, dense either. It's perfect for contouring. So yeah, I really love this brush. Can't live without this brush. This brush, you guys have probably heard too. This is the M501 from Morphe. I really love this brush. Jaclyn Hill talked about it so much. She uses it for highlighting, like on the cheekbones and everything. It's great for that. The only thing is that I wouldn't use it wet, because one time I used it wet and I like put black streaks on my face. It was not cute at all. I was like highlighting them. I'm like, okay, I want the glow, and then it's like black streak, and it's like, excuse me, black streaks are not highlighting, okay? That is not cool. So I just wouldn't use it wet because of that. But yeah, I really like this brush for when I use it dry, not wet. So yeah, highly recommend the M501. The next few brushes I'm going to talk about are for the eyes, and I'm going to start with the base. This is E20 brush from my E20 brush from the Flawless collection, and this is good for it's good for concealer, and it's also good for, the wind is really howling outside. Anyway, it's really good for like packing on your eyeshadow primer, especially if you're using like this MAC Soft Ochre paint pot. It's great for blending that in. It's really dense, as you can see, so it'll really pack on the eyeshadow base or the concealer that you're using, and you could use this to set your powder under your eye as well, or set your eyeshadow base down. So yeah, I really like this brush because it's multi-purpose use. Okay, eyeshadow brushes. I'm going to talk about the first one. I'm going to talk about is the E27. This is really great for getting into the crease of your eye, like getting the shadow in there really tightly and really precisely. And I really like it because it's, you know, as you can see, tapered and short, you know, like it's perfect for, it's really fluffy too, so it can also blend out the color really well. So I have 2 of these because I love it so much, and yeah, so it's wonderful for that. It's great for the crease. The next brush, this is the E30 brush. This is a lot denser and not so tapered than the E27 is, and it's great. I use it for nose contouring, or sometimes I use it as a back on color sometimes, because sometimes you can use fluffy brushes like this kind of dense brush for packing on color. I like to do that because it also distributes product really evenly. So, and I really like how the handle and how like thin it is. This brush is called the E18, and I love using this for the lash line or for concealer. I love using it for like spot concealing. I like using this brush for spot concealing because it's really dense, and it's like a dome brush, as you can see, and it's really great distributing color and really blending it out as well. It's a multi-purpose brush, really, and I really love the handle as well because it gets thinner and thinner and thinner as you... Okay, this brush is holy grail. Holy grail. This is the M441. You guys have probably heard Jaclyn Hill and Nikki Tutorials talk about this brush a lot. Manny MUA as well. They love this brush for the crease and for just eyeshadow, distributing eyeshadow or applying eyeshadow. I really like it for that as well, and how it distributes the product and blends out the product. It's really fluffy, as you can see, and it's really long. This brush is the M518, and as you can see, it is very long, and this is part of the Flawless collection. So was the M441 that I just talked about, and I love this brush because it really gets in the crease as well, and it's because it's really long and really fluffy, so you can really blend it out for a nice gradient look to the eye, because that's what we aim for when we blend out our eyeshadow. We don't want any harsh lines or anything like that, and with this brush you don't get that. You don't get harsh lines or anything like that. So yeah, I really love it because as you're blending, it gets fluffier and fluffier as you blend. So yeah, really love this brush. This brush is the M432, and it's just a flat brush, and I really love it because you can really get in the lash line, like really packing on color and really distributing product. And this is a part of the Flawless collection, I think, and I really love it because it's just flat, as you can see. And yeah, I really love it for the lower lash line and distributing product and really making sure the product is right up against the lash line. E36 brush. This is a part of the Elite collection. E stands for Elite in Morphe's collection, and this is amazing for also blending out the shadow on your lower lash line. And it's also great for highlighting the brow bone and for highlighting the inner corner. I like using it for both of those things and for applying shadow to my lower lash line. So that's what it looks like. As you can see, it is dense but then fluffy at the same time. So it really distributes product really evenly and also blends it out. I don't know where I was without this brush before. The second to last brush I'm going to talk about is the pencil brush, and this is the M431, and I love this brush because it's obviously a pencil brush, and it really gets into the inner corner of the eye for highlighting, and I love how it's so short, as you can see, and it's amazing. Also highlighting the brow bone, and I really like it because it really packs on product. That's all I got for today, guys. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. Comment down below what you'd like to see next on this channel, and subscribe if you are new. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you on Monday. Bye! Oh, and my social media links will be right here, so you guys can check them out if you want to. I'm always on the gram, I'm always on Instagram, I'm always on Snapchat, so check me out on these links right here, that are right here. Alright, bye!